gene pool. Gene pool means sum total of all genes which are present in a population in a given time. That is called as gene pool. Suppose in my locality, how many human beings are there? In that human beings, in that population, how many members of humans are there? In them, what are total number of genes? Total sum of all genes. That is called as gene pool. Then genome. You already know this term genome. What is genome means? One complete copy of all genetic information. One complete copy of all chromosomes is called one complete copy of all chromosomes is called as genome. This is responsible for genetic information of an organism. Then in genetics we will come across a term called Punnett square. What is Punnett square means? The genetic checkerboard used to show the result. Genetic checkerboard which is used to show results. That is called as a Punnett square. What is Punnett square means? Suppose capital T plant is crossed with small t plant means here capital T, two types of gametes are formed. Small t, two types of gametes are formed. Capital T small t, capital T small t, capital T small t, capital T small t. Like this. Here we will use a tabular column for this explanation. This tabular column or checkerboard, this board box is there, no? That is called as what? Punnett square or Punnett square. Punnett square is the genetic checkerboard. Okay. Then next point, recombination. Recombination. Non-parental combinations of genes. Non-parental combination is called as recombination. Non-parental combination means, see here, this is capital T, this is small t, but here capital T small t is formed. This is not related to this parent or this parent. This is not fully this parent or belonging to this parent fully. This is different from the parent. So this is not belonging to any parent. This is non-parental combination. So the non-parental combinations which are produced as offspring, that is called what? Genetic recombination. Okay. Then pure wine. Next heading, next definition. Pure wine. This pure line is very important because crossing always taking place between pure line varieties. A trait of individual, a trait means a variety I told you. Individual which is homozygous for all characters. If an individual is homozygous for all characters, then that individual is called as a pure line. I will tell you pure line. What is a pure line? Take an example. Here, pure line. Suppose a plant has tallness. Both are homozygous or both are heterozygous. Suppose round shape. Here it is also dominant round, but it is one gene is recessive. Yellow. Okay. Suppose white colored flower, capital W, this is small w. See here, this is homozygous, 4 characters we took. This is homozygous. Homozygous means both are dominant or both are recessive. These both are dominant. This is homozygous. This is both are dominant, homozygous. This is also dominant, this is also dominant. All are homozygous. But coming to this is also homozygous. This is homozygous, but this is not homozygous. See here, this is recessive, this is dominant, this is dominant, this is recessive, this is recessive. Even recessive, dominant, like that characters are present, it may be considered as a variety. But here, for this character, what is this roundness of seed? For the roundness of seed, this character is in heterozygous condition. So this is not a pure line. This is a pure line. This is pure line. Capital T. Suppose here roundness is smaller. This is also pure line only. Because this is every character, two alleles are there now. That two alleles of every gene must be in homozygous condition. This is homozygous. Every gene is in homozygous condition for all characters means then that variety is called as pure line variety. Pure line variety. Okay? Right? Right. Complete that copying, then we'll give some more definitions. Complete? Yes, copied. Yes, right. Next definition. Next definition, 29th, inheritance. What is inheritance? A process of transfer of a character through generation. From one generation to next generation, if one character is transferred from parent to progeny, then that process is called as inheritance. That is called as inheritance. Then heredity. If one character is transmitted, one character means height or seed color, in humans skin color, height or any other character. One character or one gene is transferred from parent to progeny, then it is called as inheritance. Heredity means a process of transfer of entire genome. Entire genome means all characters. If all characters are inherited from parents to progeny, that is called as heredity. That means this inheritance is the basis of heredity. It is basis of heredity. That means individual inheritance all combined means then we can totally call as heredity. One more, variations. Non-parental combinations I told na. Here, what is variations means progeny which differ from parents and among themselves. So when we crossed plants, from that crossing, when there is a formation of a new progeny, that progeny may be different from the parents and from themselves. Suppose 10 to 100 progeny are formed, means all that progeny are different from one another. They are different from one another. That is also called as what? Variation. Where that is called as recombination, I told you. Recombination. Okay? Then linkage. Physical association between genes. Physical association between two genes is called as linkage. Suppose if you take a chromosome, this chromosome has one gene here, one gene here. Now they are closely related. Otherwise, one gene here, one gene here. Two genes are side by side, means they are very closely associated. Or one gene is here, one gene is here, means they are loosely associated. That is the physical association. Distance between genes is less, means they are more linked. Distance between genes is more, means they are less linked. More linked means genes which are close together. That physical association between two genes is called as what? Linkage. These are some definitions we will come across in this chapter. Why I gave you the definitions? I explained the definitions before starting the lesson, because you should have very good idea on these definitions, because these definitions, what we will see in the principles of inheritance chapter, they may be confusing. You may get confused with the definitions. That's why I explained all the definitions before starting the lesson. Okay? I explained all the definitions before starting the lesson, because to avoid that, to avoid that confusion, I did like this. See here, physical association between two genes. Suppose one chromosome is there. Here, see now, gene 1 is here, gene 1 is here, gene 2 is here. They are side by side. Gene 1, gene 2. Now the linkage is more or maximum. More or maximum. Suppose here one gene, another gene. Different genes we can consider. Now somewhat more linkage is there, but it is maximum linkage. Linkage is maximum here. Otherwise, distance between genes is far away. This is here, another gene is here. Distance between two genes are very less, very more, means then they are less. Suppose one gene is here at the end of this chromosome, another gene is at another end of chromosome. Now this linkage is least or minimum. Like that, physical association between two genes is called as linkage. Now these are maximum linked, these are more linked, they are less linked, these are least linked genes. Understand? Sibi, the emperor. Variation, huh? Variation means recombinants. I told you. What are recombinants? Non-parental combinations are called as recombinants. Okay, non-parental combinations are called as recombinants. Suppose round yellow plants are crossed with wrinkled green plants. In lower standards, 10th class, the genetics is there. Round yellow crossed means here in progeny there is a formation of round yellow. Some of progeny will get wrinkled green, but some will get round green, some will get wrinkled yellow. Round green, wrinkled yellow. See here, this is round yellow, wrinkled green, which are similar to parents. But here, these are different from parents. Round green is not there in parents. It is a new combination which is formed here. Wrinkled green is also a new combination, recombination. This is differing from the parent, and from the progeny also they are differing. Round yellow, wrinkled green is there, but it is a variety or variation. New changes which are differing from the parent and which differ among themselves. That is called as variation. Yeah. So this is about the definitions which are related to the principles of inheritance chapter. Okay, revise these definitions again whenever you have doubts. Okay, right. Almost all definitions we came across, but anything is missed means that is less important, that we will see in the middle of the lesson. Okay, can I hear it? Yes. Okay, see this. What is inheritance? What is variation means? Suppose in sexual reproduction, under reproduction of organisms, I told you, all organisms do not have same properties. All organisms do not have same properties because they differ in their morphology, form, structure and function. Okay, here during reproduction also, when reproduction is taking place, that reproduction is based on genetics only. When reproduction is taking place, an organism will give birth to its similar organism only. Suppose a human being will give birth to human only. An elephant will give birth to elephant only. A mango plant will produce another mango. A banana plant will produce another banana only. How? Because that is based on the genetic composition, and that genetic composition is very important for the reproduction, and that genetic constitution is there na? That genetic constitution is responsible for maintaining the characters. Maintaining the characters. What is responsible for character? Nucleic acid. That nucleic acid, DNA or RNA, especially in higher organisms, DNA is the genetic material. The genetic material which is present as DNA in higher organisms, that will maintain the inheritance pattern. So based on that inheritance pattern, there is birth to the new individual. So that birth is based on the individual. But even an elephant is giving birth to an elephant, a mango plant is producing another mango plant, there may be some differences in the offspring. Suppose mango plant will give birth to mango plants, but in mango plant also there are many varieties. What are the varieties in mango? Totapuri, Banganpalli, Neelam, Lal Bahar, Kadar. I mean, in Tamil there may be some other names may be there. Malgoba, Alfonso, Sendura. Yes. Okay, like that, some variations are possible. How variations are possible? Salem mango. Salem mango is not a variety. It is available in Salem, so it is named like that. Okay, especially Krishnagiri district is very popular for mango. Come to Andhra, Chittoor. First place in India, Chittoor district. Because mango production is very more in Chittoor district. Okay, see here, this as a plant is producing similar plants, but there are some variations or varieties. How that varieties are possible means with the help of that inheritance pattern or the genetic composition like alleles. So the study of that inheritance pattern of characters is called genetics. Genetics is the study of the patterns of inheritance. So genetics deals with inheritance as well as variation of characters. That is called genetics. Okay. See here, that is a variation. I think evolution chapter complete. Is the evolution chapter complete? I think completed only. Yeah, coming week CPT is evolution means evolution is already complete. As evolution is complete, you might know how human being was modified. Humans are modified. From the olden days to nowadays, human morphology change in form is changed. How it was changed? Due to variations developed during the inheritance. Variations raised in human genome also due to that mutations or whatever it is. Yeah, sudden changes. Due to the genomic changes, whatever taken place in the human being was fully modified. Tell me some stages of human beings. Neanderthal man, Ramapithecus, now Homo sapien. Yeah. Like that. Homo sapien nowadays. Some Neanderthal man is there, and Homo habilis is there, Erectus. Like that, I mean, during the course of evolution, some varieties only we can say that varieties are not existing nowadays. Okay, that may be existing, we don't know, but according to our knowledge, human beings form is totally changed. Like that, we can say. Okay, this human being knew from early 8000 to 1000 BC that one of the causes of variation was hidden in sexual reproduction. During sexual reproduction, there may be combination of different genes in different gametes, so that there is a result of reproduction that will give a new variety. Especially in sexual reproduction, cross hybridization, I told you, cross pollination will give some advantages like development of new variations. New recombinations are possible and new variations can be developed in what? Cross hybridization or cross pollination. Self pollination will give low level of variations. Variations are not possible in self pollination, whereas cross pollination will give. Like that in human beings also, when crossing is done, there is a chance of recombination. That recombination led to this varieties whatever available now. Okay, variations are naturally present in the wild populations of plants and animals. Okay, and they selectively breed and selective for organisms for desirable character. Variations are naturally present in organisms. So especially for the breeding, they will choose that characters naturally. So by breeding, for the selection of the characters, they will breed and they will get new characters. For example, artificial selection and domestication of wild cows, we have well-known Indian breeds. Suppose artificial selection and domestication of what? Ancestral wild cows. Old cows are there now, which are wild in nature, they are not giving more milk, they are not giving more meat like such. From that, artificial selection was done. Suppose Sahiwal cows in Punjab, Ongol bulls in Andhra Pradesh. They are produced by artificial hybridization. Yeah, embryo transfer, MOET is there, na? MOET. Like that, artificial hybridization or artificial selection is done. Okay? So based on that, we can say that DNA is different in different variations. That difference in variations was first tried to explained by a scientist called Mendel in his experiments on plants called pea plants. Mendel's experiments. This Mendel, who is Mendel? Mendel's full name? G.J. Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. Mendel and Misda. What, Ra? Yeah, what is your doubt? Sir, Mendel, oh, okay. Medal I got, okay. Mendel. N missed, okay, right. Mendel, N missed, yeah, okay. Mendel's experiments. Gregor Johann Mendel is the pioneer of classical genetics. He is pioneer. Pioneer means first place. Pioneer of classical geneticists. Geneticists means the scientists who are studying about the genetics. He was born on July 22 in 1882. July 22, 1882 is the birth date of Mendel. He was belonging to Austria. In Austria, he was born. He born in Austria. Hiesendorf in Austria, and he graduated from the gymnasium, and he enrolled 2-year program of medicine. I mean, not medicine, philosophy in Institute of University of Olmutz. Yeah, this information is given in NCERT book. This is not much important. Reason what I am saying. Then from the work, I will give the notes for him. And here he studied well and he distinguished academically from his colleagues or co-students. And Mendel joined in Augustinian order at St. Thomas Monastery in Brno, and was given the name Gregor. The name Gregor means is not his name. It is an award actually. He was allotted an award called Gregor. Okay, where in St. Thomas Monastery. At St. Thomas Monastery, he was given a name like award called Gregor. And he studied mathematics, and he was appointed as a physics teacher also. Physics teacher and biology. He studied math, and he was appointed as physics and natural science teacher. Natural science means biology. See here, he studied. Why Mendel became more popular means he had knowledge on mathematics, physical and statistics, biology, everything. In different fields he had knowledge. That's why he became more popular and he was able to conduct more experiments. Okay? And he stayed more than a decade here, more than 10 years he stayed there, and he carried out breeding experiments on gardenry during his work as a natural science teacher. He carried experiment of crossing on garden pea. What is garden pea? Pisum sativum, which is botany. Pisum sativum botany is garden pea. On garden pea plant, he did some experiments, which is Pisum sativum, from 1856 to 1864. From 1856 to 1864. During that study, he studied and he proposed the law of what experiment? Hybridization experiment only. He did a hybridization experiment and he proposed the law of inheritance and proposed some laws of inheritance. He proposed laws of inheritance in living organisms. Here he published a book also. In 1866 he published a book. Up to 1864 he worked. Then 1866 he published a book. What is the book is, in result, that is Proceedings of Natural History Society of Brunn. That book name is Proceedings of Natural Society History of Brunn. It was the publishing name. And the paper is with a paper. This is the publication book, and in that book the paper is Experiments on Plant Hybridization. Experiments on Plant Hybridization. He published a paper called Experiments of Plant Hybridization, like a report, in a journal called Proceedings of Natural Society History of Brunn. Natural History Society or Natural Society History of Brunn. Okay? But the publishing of Mendel was not came into existence for a long time, because the next scientists who worked on Mendel's experiment, they were not able to understand the Mendel work, because Mendel investigation studied for the first time with the statistical analysis and mathematical data. He used statistical analysis and mathematical data also. He used statistical methods of solving the data and mathematical methods also, some principles, formulas he used. But this mathematical data, it was problem for in biology for next studies. It was a problem in biology, because his students or his followers, next scientists, his experiment had large sampling size. His experiment had large samples. Large samples means for hybridization he took more plants and from that he produced more offspring. Large sampling size. Okay, that sample is analyzed by statistical data. As more sample is taken by the Mendel and more statistical methods are used by the Mendel, his co-workers or followers were not able to follow the experiments which are done by the Mendel, because he had some information or the knowledge about statistics, mathematics, natural science, biology, hybridization, like that everything. So based on his knowledge, he conducted some experiments on Physum sativum plants, and he recorded the results. From the results, he applied statistical equations and he proposed some laws and some ratios. How that ratios came, how that data was analyzed statistically, that was not understood by his followers or next scientists. So that Mendel experiments did not contributed for, recognized for the long time. He contributed, but his experiments were not recognized for the long time. See here, what he did is, he conducted artificial hybridization or he conducted artificial hybridization experiments. Artificial hybridization or artificial crossing he did. What is artificial hybridization? Yeah, what is doubt? 1 second, I will check your doubts. Birth 1882, he did experiment. 1822, Yeshwanth, 1822 is the birth. Sorry. Sir, why did he choose pea plant, not other plant? Yeah, that reasons everything I will tell you. Ramakrishna. Why he chose pea plant, why he got succeeded, why he was, that problem was not recognized by the scientists for long time. That I will tell you. What is a large sample size means? What is a large sample size? More plants he collected. Suppose the experiment means we will take one male plant, female plant, we will cross and produce some offspring. That is the data. But in hundreds or thousand plants, in a garden, he growed some more plants and he calculated the result. That is a large sampling size. Large sampling size. Okay? He conducted artificial hybridization or crossing between several true breeding pea plants. True breeding pea plants. True breeding means what we can say? True breeding means which is a pure line. Pure line is called as the true breeding. What is artificial hybridization? He conducted artificial hybridization or artificial crossing. Okay. What is that artificial hybridization? What is the artificial hybridization? Crossing. How we can do artificial hybridization? When artificial hybridization is required, I am asking. For bisexual flowers, artificial hybridization is required, like emasculation bagging. Producing new varieties. For producing new varieties, that artificial hybridization involves emasculation bagging. Do you remember in sexual reproduction? With the help of artificial hybridization experiment like emasculation bagging, he conducted this experiment. Okay. Here, he used true breeding pea plants which are pure lines. What is a pure line? Yeah, for desirable characters. Okay. What is a pure line? Which is homozygous for all individuals. Okay. How true breeding varieties are produced means, true breeding plants or varieties produced on self-pollination for some generation. If we do self-pollination for some generations, then the plant, not only pea plant, any plant will be converted into true breeding. Cross hybridization means there is a chance of variations or varieties, but self-pollination is done means there is no chance of varieties, so that a true breeding pea plant or true breeding plant can be developed. It is stable in inheritance. This true breeding pea plant is stable for inheritance. Stable means there is no variation. So like that, he conducted experiments on pea plant. Like Mendel chose 14 true breeding pea plants of 7 characters. Mendel, again N is missing, CV. Mendel chose 14 varieties of pea plants. He conducted experiments on pea plants by using 14 different true breeding pea plants in which 7 pairs of contrasting traits are there. These are with 7 pairs of contrasting traits. What are contrasting traits? A trait is a different variety, I told you. Alternative forms of character is called as a trait, I told you. So 7 contrasting traits he used. Okay, that with the help of that characters, he conducted experiments with all characters and he recorded the results. See that what are the characters he studied. I will list out just right now. Serial number, character, contrasting traits. What are the 7 characters? One by one. One is stem height. Stem height has 2 contrasting characters, which is dominant character is tall, recessive character is dwarf. 2 contrasting traits are there, tall and dwarf. Then flower color. Flower color is dominant is violet, recessive is white. Violet and white colors are there. And third one is flower position, where that flower is present. Here presence of axial flower is dominant and terminal flower is recessive. Then fourth one, flower color, stem height, flower position, seed, before to seed, pod. Pod shape. What is a pod? Fruit will form now. In pea plant, a fruit will form. That fruit is called as, what is the type of fruit formed in this pea plant or Arachis hypogaea? Type of the fruit. What is the type of the fruit? Round, egg. Legume, yes. Legume fruit is also called as a pod. That legume fruit, which shape is there? Here the pod is inflated. Inflated means like a balloon with air. Flattened. Flattened means not in big size. That flattened we can say constricted. Inflated, constricted. Inflated. Inflation means blowing air inside that, like that. Then fifth one, pod color. Pod color may be green, yellow, green. Yellow is the dominant color, green is recessive color. Then seed shape. Seed shape is dominant is round color, round shape, and wrinkled is recessive, wrinkled seed, that is seed shape. Then seed color, yellow is dominant color, green is recessive color. Like that he chose 7 characters. He chose 7 characters, each character with 2 contrasting traits. Totally 14 characters will come. Yes or no? 14 different varieties he chose. He selected 14 true breeding plant varieties of pea plants. Yeah, what is dominant in pod color? Pod color yellow, green. Sorry, wait. I wrote different. Green is, green is dominant, yellow is recessive. Pod color green, yellow. Stem height, dominant tall, recessive dwarf. Flower color, dominant is violet, recessive is white. Flower position, axial, terminal. Pod shape, inflated, constricted. Pod color, green, yellow. Seed shape, round, wrinkled. And seed color, yellow, green. So like that 7 characters he chose. Each character has 2 contrasting traits. Yeah, green is dominant for pod color. Pod color, green is dominant, yellow is recessive. But seed color, yellow is dominant, green is recessive. So 7 characters, each character with 2 contrasting traits. Totally 17, 7 into 4, 14 varieties will come. Okay? And he used these varieties and found the pattern of inheritance before the identification of DNA. Identification, first nucleic acid material was first identified and it is given as a nuclein, then only nucleic acids were identified. Before the identification of DNA only these experiments are done and he found the pattern of transmission and he was known as the father of genetics. Mendel was considered as father of genetics. Before the finding of DNA itself, he completed the experiment. Okay? Concepts of gene were not there. Which one? Which concept? Concept of gene was not there. I completed concept of gene. Gene concept in molecular base of inheritance only I told you. Types of genes also. One gene, one enzyme, one gene, one protein, one gene, one character, everything. Here also I will teach you some points when it is related to. Concept of John, yeah, Roshan, okay, I am also planning the same, Roshan. Okay. Yeah, wait some time. So, okay, time is over. We'll continue tomorrow. Bye.